I need to find a better place to sit my camera. But hey guys, it's Beauty Queen, and today I'm going to be making a lasagna for the first time ever. My mum makes the best lasagna, I swear to God, but that's because she's an ex-chef, and I want to make my own lasagna. So I have beef mince, a recipe on my phone, lasagna pasta. I can't actually find lasagna sheets, so I'm just using lasagna pasta, capsicum, onion, sauce. Now, it does want mushrooms, but I don't eat mushrooms, so that's why I'm using capsicum. And I'm looking at baby goats right now. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's look at the recipe. So I use an app called Recipes to Go or Food in a Minute. It's Watty's app. It has so many recipes on it, from like making homemade chicken nuggets to a bunch of stuff, and I'm just going to be cooking the cheesy lasagna, the family favourite that just got seriously delicious. Mainland Egmont makes lasagna easier, cheesier, tastier, you'll never look back. So it wants 500 grams of beef mince, an onion peeled and chopped. It wanted 100 g of button mushroom sliced, but I don't eat mushrooms, that's why I'm replacing with capsicum. 525 g jar of tomato pasta sauce. I have not enough, I'll tell you that now, because I only have these left. I have this and 2 of these tomato paste packets, because my mother's not messaging me back, and each of these is 50 g, so that's not enough, because that's like 125, not 500 something. So then I don't know what I'm going to do, because I can't find it unless, no, that is not it. So I don't know what I'm going to do there, because I cannot find my mum's homemade freaking pasta sauce because she's hidden it from me. But I'll work something out and tell you guys then. 25 g of butter. I don't have that much butter left, so I'm going to use the last of my butter. 2 cups of milk, 100 grams of cheese grated, and then 9 to 12 sheets dried. Now, my theory is that they're doing it like loads of layers. What if I don't? Would I need as much? Don't know. There's a whole method thing that is 5 steps. So preheat oven to 190°C. Heat a dash of oil in a pan. Add mince and onions and brown generally over high heat. Add mushrooms and continue cooking a further 2 minutes. Pour over the pasta sauce. Stir and simmer for 20 minutes. To make the cheese sauce, melt the butter in a saucepan, add flour and stir. It doesn't say to add flour though on the thing. Oh yes it does. Cook for 1 minute. Gradually add the milk, stirring continuously over a medium heat until the sauce thickens and boils. Reduce heat and simmer for 2 minutes. Remove from heat. Stir in the cheese, season to taste. So to assemble, you spoon a third of the mince mixture into a lasagna style dish. Lay lasagna sheets to cover the mince. Spoon a third of the mince onto pasta. Repeat, finishing with a layer of pasta. Pour over cheese sauce, blah blah blah. So yeah, I think I can get away with just using the last of these and just do a smaller recipe, because there is only one person and this is to feed 4 to 6 people. Prep time 20 minutes and cook time 50-60. So I'm going to get everything like where it needs to be and we'll go from there. I'm thinking about making up the lasagna pasta, like normal pasta, and then laying it out because it's going to go crispy. Just because like it is quite hard and it's not actually the sheets. So I'm going to put on some water with boiling it and get that cooking And then, yeah, we'll do it that way. I also can't find my mum's lasagna pan, so I'm just going to use this glass one. I know it's for cooking, so I'm hoping this is okay. I finally have an update. So I was looking for the, my mum called me, and I was as I said, I was looking for the pasta, the lasagna pan. Well, she didn't took it with her, so I'm using just this glass one, and I finally found the sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix the half packet and then one of the other sachets in with this, because it's not enough, and then just add some, yeah. Do it that way. Let's get started. So things like cooking, the mince and everything, I'm going to put music over the top of me cooking as I speed it up, so I can listen to my normal music. Don't hate me, it's just what I'm going to do, because you don't need to, and then I'll just like pause my music and like do it that way to be able to talk to you guys. And also I asked my mum before I opened the pasta if there was any proper lasagna sheets, and she said no, she's used them all. So I'm going to have to use the pasta. But at least now we can still do it. So just to show you what I'm doing, I have just put the whole packet, don't know why it's making that sound, that's kind of scary, of the pasta in here with hot water from the tap. I just turned the tap on, hot water, filled it up, and I added a pinch of salt. Salt makes it boil faster. And doing that, that means I can drain it and put it into here. I've made way too much, but I'm hoping there'll be a little bit of leftover so I can make like pasta out of the last of it. Without putting myself. Now, this is in Fahrenheit, so I have to go convert the temperature into Fahrenheit to preheat this. But what I'm going to do is actually no, I'll stop preheating it now. I was going to say I'm not going to preheat it, but I am. So, I'm going to work out that and then put it on. I'm going to get this on because this is the oil I'm using. It's butter and it's gone hard. So I'm just going to put that on high to get that burning. And then this is what we're going to make the pasta sauce in. And then we'll lay it down here. I do need to give this a wash. So I'm going to set you up somewhere, turn my music on, and we'll get started. When I mix it together, I will just put this in and then the sachets in, which is here. And then one of the sachets in here. Capsicum. Cut up my onion. Sweet, let's go. I'm sorry if you guys can't see very well, but this is just my little setup and I'm just sitting you on the scales. I also have to grate cheese. I realise that now. But let's get started. Now, remember, be careful with sharp objects. I decided to switch out from this knife, which is my small knife, because it doesn't cut very well, and I want to kind of like cut this up properly. So remember, proper technique, do not cut yourself, just be safe, and do remember you're around hot appliances and sharp objects. guys, I was talking to myself and forgot to turn on my camera. All I did was explained why I was using a bread knife. It's to pop the seals off on my mum's pressure canned food. I've added the pasta sauces to this. I added a full sachet and then one of my other one and the whole can. I added the capsicum. I've put this here. I'm about to start on the cheese sauce and this is done, so I've turned this off and all I have to do is drain it, and I'm just going to keep mixing this. And I also said that I was listening to Know the Product and I need to grate the cheese, which I'm going to do now. That was just a recap. So my camera battery is about to die and I can't exactly leave this unattended because I've got to stir it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep stirring this and I'll just show you when I add the cheese, and then I'll go get a new camera battery after I add the cheese. Basically it's I'll have the recipe in the description for you guys, but it's 2 cups of water to 3 tablespoons of flour, 25g of butter, but I only use about 15. And then you have to mix it, which is what I'm doing now, and I'm also still mixing this. This has gone quite like slimy, the pasta, which is fine. Also, when you're doing this, add any spices you want. So I'm adding like black pepper. I added fire starter, which is pepper sauce, to the pasta sauce. But you really just want any flavorings you want to go into this now, and it's just going to taste so good. I'm going to add some crushed garlic to it as well. I'm only going to use like half a tablespoon of crushed garlic that is in a jar. It's just this here. It's just the thing. I'm going to add that in because I think that's going to taste so good. And then, yeah, I'll just show you the rest of it when I can. Alright, so this is now bubbling and it's not that thick, but it is starting to thick and I'm starting to struggle pasta thing. So now that, typically you wait till it's thick and not steamy, what I'm going to do is just going to remove that and get a new charger and just let that try and harden a little bit, and then I'll add all of this. Alright, so I've got a fully charged battery on now. Add this back to the heat. I actually think I added a little bit too much milk, but I'm just going to give it a second. It's already smelling good. Yeah, I added a little bit too much milk. Go away, fly. What the fuck? So to do this, I'm just going to get, where is it? Corn flour. No, I'm just going to add, actually, no I didn't, it is thickening still, but I'm going to add the cheese now. A bit early, but I kind of just want to add the cheese. I love cheese. So the 2 cheeses I used is Tasty, and then one that's only given to farmers, like the owners of the farms. So I can't exactly tell you that because you can't actually buy it on the market. But you can use any cheese. Like, don't worry about if you don't have like Tasty or anything. Just use whatever cheese you want. Just make sure you grate it up. I mean, you don't want it to be too chunky. Mine's a little bit chunky, I'm going to admit. But that's because I grated my own finger. Like, it's risky business grating anything with like sharp objects. It's risky. At least I didn't actually start bleeding or anything. It was only like a nick of the skin. But that's fine. Yeah, this is actually quite hard to freaking stir. And it does thicken up a lot with cheese sauce. So I can turn this down now to off. And then I can move the lasagna plate over. But I don't want it to burn. Oh well, I'll just clean the bottom off. You want to keep stirring the pasta sauce until it is. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Give me a second. I need a new spoon. I'm just going to add an extra spoon of flour, which is a bit late to do, but I don't really care. You know, it's never too late, just it's late. This is just oh, that's already better. It's just a little bit too runny for my liking. I'm a very big pasta, like, cheese sauce lover, so anything that's too, yeah. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm also going to start laying this out in a second. I just need to get something to lay it out with. So you're meant to do this, 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 and this, and then this on top, I'm pretty sure, is what it said to do. Oh yeah, that's thickened. sweet. Let's get started. I think we'll just use this. So to do this, I'm just going to move this here. Maneuvering. And just layer it. You can do as many layers as you want. You don't have to do 1 layer or 2 layers or 10 layers. It's however many layers you want to do. Oh, I'm going to have to sit this down though soon. It is really heavy. I'm trying to even it out just so it cooks evenly. And then what you do is you get your pastas. I need another one. Use this one. And layer it out. Now, I just want to point out that I'm the only one eating this. So that's why, actually, that's not going to work for me. That's why I'm using my hands now, because I'm the only one who's going to be eating this. I did wash my hands after inserting the camera bit, and my camera is clean. I want to also point that out. I've definitely been washing my hands. Yeah, definitely hygiene in the kitchen. That's hot. Don't know what I expected. You're not meant to use your hands. I just can't be bothered. It's my food in the end. I'm not sharing it with anyone. I don't like sharing food. And there's no one else for me here to share it with anyway. So I don't mind using my fingers for my own food. But if I was to cook for someone else, obviously I wouldn't be using my fingers. I would be being proper. And this is actually making my hands really annoying anyway. Just this is pissing me off. I think I'm going to do 2 layers, and then you do need to add this here on top as well. So I don't know if this is deep enough. I hope it is. We're about to find out. Add another layer of the pasta. This looks so good though, like, I definitely need to buy more of my own cooking stuff instead of using my mother's, because at the moment I am using my mother's. Yeah, I'm only going to have enough to do this, but that's fine. So, yeah. This is going to be like 2 days feed for me too. So, like, I will just put the leftover mince in the fridge because I had to defrost it. And then I will just do it that way. Okay, this looks good. I have a little bit of pasta mince stuff here, but I can easily put that on the side if I wanted to. That looks really good. Right, add more of this, and then you add the cheese sauce on top, which you might not even have to do this. I am, but you don't have to. This is actually kind of stuck together, which is kind of annoying. And I'm not even going to do the top layer properly because I'm going to add the cheese sauce on top, and hopefully that will like just combine it all together and make it taste amazing. As I said, this is my first time making lasagna. I didn't realise I was going to need a better, deeper dish. My mum, even though she's a chef, is the most horrible person to teach you to cook because everything has to be her way. And I don't like that. I like to experiment. I've always been an experimenter, and I learn better experimenting. So we don't get along too well in the kitchen, so I don't typically cook. But, like, this is really good. So this is being filmed in level 4 lockdown, just so people know that. Don't know why you need to. Okay, that's the best I'm doing. It leaves me a little bit of pasta. Now for the cheese sauce. Oh. Guys, I don't no, I wish you could see how satisfying this is right now. Oh, smells so good too. This is definitely going to overflow, and to be honest, I don't actually care that much if it overflows, but there we go. Oh. So I have a little bit left. So then you just slip it into the oven. Again, you're dealing with hot appliances, so just be careful. When it's cooking, does it say how long you're meant to cook it for? You're meant to leave it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to stay up here with it. I'm just going to put it there. Oof. And I'm just going to clean up the kitchen, so I'll see you guys when it's done, or if I check on it or anything, because I need to clean up now. So I spent the time outside and I got whacked in the eye by the coat that's now peeing non-stop while crying. Oh, poor baby. But it is now 3:37 and I do not 3:37? 3:57. I do not remember when I put this in, but it kind of looks done. So I'm going to just take it out. I've been checking on it every now and again, and this looks like really good. Oof. Look at how good this looks, guys. Like, ooh. My bread tried sticking, but this looks so bloody good. So thank you guys so much for cooking with me, and don't forget, once you're done, turn off all the hot plates and everything, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe.